Here we go. Yeah. So these are pretty much things about regarding her testimony that was proven to be already false or lies or inconsistencies with her testimony. Things that other relatives have attested to, things that we've already seen, such as videos regarding certain people in the house, for example. So I'm going to go ahead and replay her testimony. I'm just going to go ahead and take note of how many lies and or possible lies that Annette has told. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the video pulled up for you. Now, if you see me looking down, that means I'm just taking notes, or I'm possibly doing something on my iPad, something school related. But I am paying attention and actively listening at the same time as well.
Speak clearly in the mic. You can pick it up and put it in your lap too if you like.
Okay, thank you.
Whenever ready, Mr. Makepeace.
Thank you. Could you state your name for the record?
Annette Harris.
And Ms. Harris, do you know someone or did you know someone by the name of Neziah Harris?
Yes.
And who is Neziah to you?
My granddaughter.
Are you her legal guardian?
Yes, I am.
When did you become her legal guardian?
I adopted Neziah back in 2016.
And that was court work or paperwork filed and all of that to legally adopt her?
Yes, it took a process.
Oh.
Yes.
And back in January of 2024, did Neziah live with you?
That's the only
Yes.
truth she told.
I don't want to know the specific address, but what street did you live on?
Bedford.
And is that in the city of Detroit, Wayne County?
Yes, it is.
How long had Neziah been living with you at that address on Bedford?
Oh, wow. Basically, I mean, ever since I had her. I mean,
Since 2016?
well, we moved to another house.
Okay, when did you move into the Bedford house?
Let me see, 2019, we moved in that house and then moved in the house that I am now, which is still on Bedford.
Okay. And did Neziah make those moves with you?
Yes.
And in January of 2024, at that Bedford location, who else lived there?
Just me, the kids. My other daughter lived with me at the other address. But it was just basically me and my kids and Shannon,
And who is Shannon?
my daughter,
And what's her last name?
Harris.
She's kind of confusing when she's referencing the houses. Like she said, my other daughter at the other house. Why mention it when he's asking about who currently lives with you at the Bedford address at that particular time? So if she had nothing to do with it, why are you trying to confuse the two?
And she lived with you and Neziah and the other kids at the Bedford location?
At the first Bedford location.
Okay. At
Yes.
that first Bedford location, how many other kids in addition to Neziah lived there?
My other two, my grandson and my other grandchildren.
Okay. So how many kids total in that house?
Let's see,
You can tell she's lying.
6. Should have been 6.
And that was a lie as well. I believe it was more than 6. I believe one of Nazia's relatives actually testified to it actually being more than that in the household. And that was on the day that Tootie Uncensored had me as a guest.
And you and Shannon, correct?
Well,
Living there.
Shannon, she was there, but she wasn't really like there all the time.
Okay.
She would spend more majority of her time at my house, but actually Shannon had her place out in Clinton Township.
And if this is around January 2024, that would be actually a lie as well, because she said she moved in around October of 2023. She moved from Clinton Township to your address. She got kicked out of that previous address because of the shenanigans with her and Jarvis, from what was told as well too. So that would be another lie.
And when you were there in January of 24, how old was Nazia at that time?
January 24th, she had 13. She had her birthday in September.
And was she going to school?
Yes, she was.
What school did she attend?
J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy.
And is that also in Detroit?
Yes, it is.
Just generally, can you tell us about your morning routine with the kids, specifically Nazia, about getting them to school and things like that?
Sure. Okay. 6 a.m. That's when I get the children up. They usually get up, get dressed, prepare themselves. About 7:15, 7:20, we're basically saying prayer and we're loading up in the car. I'm dropping them off at school at 7:30. Breakfast starts at 7:30, and they like to eat breakfast at school.
And does that include Nazia? You would drop her off at J.E. Clark?
All together, yes.
Now, I want to talk about, let me ask it this way. Did you know someone by the name of Jarvis Butts?
Yes.
And do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today? If you need to stand up.
The
look around.
judge's clerk face. Her right here. Look at her face. She like, I know you lying.
I don't see it.
Do you need glasses? Maybe?
Yeah, my
Okay,
daughter has my glasses.
Okay, Judge, may I take a moment to go get her glasses?
Yes.
Even the judge don't believe her. The judge or her clerk looking at her lying here. We ain't buying it.
May I approach witness, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
She ain't that damn farsighted.
And if you could just stand up and take another look.
Okay. Yes.
Do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you
Yes.
point to him and identify a piece of clothing that he's wearing?
Blue uniform with the blue mask.
For the record, the witness has identified Jarvis Butts, the defendant in this matter.
So reflected.
And may I approach the witness again, Judge?
Yeah.
I'm approaching with what's already been admitted as People's 9. And Ms. Harris, do you recognize the person in that photo?
Yes.
And who is that person?
Jarvis Butts.
And is that the same person you've identified in court here today?
Yes.
And Ms. Harris, how did you know Mr. Butts back in January of 2024?
He's the father of my daughter's children.
And is that daughter Shannon Harris?
Yes.
Okay. How many kids do they have together?
5.
And would he come around your house on Bedford in January or the months leading up to January?
Whenever he did come, he would always pull up in a white truck, and Shannon would go out to the car and they would sit and talk or whatever, but he would very rarely come in my house.
So that's another lie. We know that Jarvis has been inside the house. Text messages can corroborate that. Other witness testimonies can corroborate that. Not to mention the video that went viral of her trying to quarterback her way through to see Jarvis before Shannon even did. But yeah, we know that's a lie. So that would be like lie number 3 so far.
And during that time when he would come around and sit in his car, was there any times that he would interact with Neziah that you saw?
Not that I remember, no.
Okay.
That would be another lie. We know there's been a lot of interaction. If there was no interaction, why would you be feeling comfortable enough to send her up to the shop? From what Shannon testified, she had to get your permission to even send Neziah up there. So you would have had the ultimate say so and know her whereabouts. That's lie number 4.
Now I want to talk specifically about January 9th. You had described your morning routine with the kids. Did you follow that routine on January 9th?
Yes, I did.
And did that include dropping Neziah off at J.E. Clark 7:15 to 7:30?
Yes.
And can you tell us what she was wearing on January 9th, 2024?
Yes, she was wearing a pair of light powdered blue jeans with a light powdered blue jacket that had the black little fur around the collar. It was like a 2-piece set.
And did she have a sweater on or a shirt on or something?
She had a shirt. She wore a shirt underneath it.
And you
I don't
remember,
recall that.
did she have any other clothes with her on the 9th when you dropped her off?
She had her little blue sweatshirt with a little hoodie. She had that with her.
And do you know how or when she got that hoodie?
I bought that hoodie for her. I guess it was in the fall sometime when I bought it. When I first, I mean, it wasn't nothing new. It was just one of her old hoodie jackets she used when she go to gym.
Okay. And in terms of, if you know, the condition of that hoodie on the 9th, was it torn, ripped, damaged in any way?
No, it was fairly really kind of like still new because she took pretty good care of her things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
May I approach you?
Yes.
I'm approaching with People's Proposed Exhibit 12. Ms. Harris, do you recognize what I just handed you?
Yes.
And is that a picture of Neziah?
Yes.
And do you know when that picture was taken?
The same day, January the 9th, she took this picture.
Move to admit People's Proposed 12.
Any objection?
No objection.
It'll be admitted as People's Exhibit 12.
And when you dropped Neziah off at J.E. Clark, what was the routine supposed to be after?
The uniform, the outfit, the clothing is kind of questionable. I don't remember some of that. The pants I probably know she had on, but the shirt or the jacket, I don't remember what she had on. I don't remember what Annette saying that she had. I don't remember seeing that. So what Annette is saying is something different than what we saw. I remember the color. I remember the 90s jacket, the Rugrats jacket, but I remember what Annette is testifying to. She don't even remember the pants, but everything else, that is not what we saw.
After school was over.
Okay, well, when school is over, the bell rings at 2:40. Neziah was due to come home. And normally when the bell rings 2:40, 2:45, she's getting on the bus.
And that's what she normally did on other days?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, I'm sorry.
And
Yes.
what time would she normally arrive back at home?
The Neziah would be walking in through the door maybe 3:05, no later than that.
And on January 9th, did she walk in at 3:05?
No, she did not.
And were you home when she didn't come home?
I was there for a little while, but I left out to run some errands. But no, when I got to the house, she was not there.
And at that time, did you have a conversation with someone else about her not coming home, Keziah not coming home?
Yeah, when I picked my children up from, the after-school program, I went in and my daughter said,
Objection to what her daughter said, on the hearsay.
English.
I'll rephrase the question.
Okay, sustain.
Just talk.
And this is where she's about to lie, because from what we heard from Shannon's testimony, when she got home with the kids from the after school program, she told one of the kids to ask Shannon, was Keziah home? Now she's switching it around, making it seem like when she pulled up to the house, Shannon said Keziah was not home yet, or at least that's what she's about to say, I believe.
Talking about what you saw and heard, and not asking for what anybody said, but did you talk to Shannon, your daughter?
yes, Shannon said she was not there.
When you got home that day?
That's not how she testified to it. So one of y'all are lying.
On the 9th, was Keziah there?
No,
And did you eventually make a police report about her missing?
yes, I did. Yes, I
And when did you do that?
that morning when I got to school, I went up and dropped the kids off to school. I talked with the dean and the principal, and I told them that I was on my way to police station, and they told me that they would call the police, and the DPS police came there.
So she said hold on,
And you said DPS, is that Detroit Public Schools?
Yeah,
And did you talk to an officer at that time at the school?
yes, I did.
And was that at J.E. Clark physically at that location?
Yes,
And you said that morning, are you talking about the morning of the 10th?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Was Keziah
So she said first thing in the morning. However, Officer Derek Wolf were called around 11:30, 12 o'clock, around lunchtime. But she said she did it first thing in the morning when she took the kids to school. So that was another lie. So that would be lie number 5. Possible 6, but yeah.
active on social media, if you know?
Well, as far as I know, she was. There were times that she was sneaking, go on it, But yeah, she was.
Okay. And did you keep track of her social media pages like TikTok or Facebook or anything like that?
I tried. A lot of times, I would take her phone and stuff from her, so, to keep her from being on there,
And after the 9th, did you ever see any posts made by Keziah?
I didn't see any posts. Most of the time, if there was a post or something, or she posts, my daughter or someone would call me and tell me.
Have you ever heard after the 9th, any communication or seen Keziah?
Mm-mm.
When, is that a no?
No,
And when you dropped her off on the 9th at school at J.E. Clark, was that the last time you saw her?
yes.
May I have one moment, Trish?
Yes.
Just to follow up, I did forget to ask this. Her bus stop, how far from your house was that in walking distance?
5 minutes.
Do you know where the location that she got dropped off at was, the address or the intersection?
Right there at a 3 Mile Drive in Cornwall.
And that's 5 minutes from your house?
Yeah.
And did Keziah have any nicknames that people called her?
Where her family called her Tutu, but I've always called her Glamorous. I've been calling her that ever since she was born.
Is it Glamour?
Glamorous.
Oh. May I have one more, Judge?
Yes. You said Tuda?
Tutu.
Tuda.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, Ross.
She's testifying real nonchalant. I don't really like her mannerisms on the stand. Like she's doing a lot of avoiding, at the same time, kind of like deflecting a little bit or sidestepping.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Now, you are Nazia's maternal grandmother, right?
Correct,
You're also her adopted parent, right?
correct.
And you said you adopted her in 2016?
Yeah, should have been, yeah, 16.
Okay. Is her birth mother still around?
She is.
Okay. Does she have a relationship with her?
No.
She doesn't have any type of relationship, no contact with her that you know of?
Well, let me say this. I don't deal with my daughter, so she really didn't have really no contact with Nazia like that. She only came around now and then.
Okay. And you testified that you currently stay on Bedford Street?
Yes,
In fact, I think you testified you lived on 2 houses on Bedford Street.
correct.
And did not Desire have friends on Bedford Street that you were aware of?
She had friends, but her friends didn't live on Bedford.
Okay. Do you know if she ever,
That's another possible lie, because how do you know that? You didn't even speak to any friends at all. From what everyone has said on the block, they didn't get any any knocks on their door or any flyers or anything about that when she went missing. But I'm sure she had friends on that block, so that's another possible lie.
had any friends over?
No,
Did she ever spend the night at any of these friends' houses?
no,
And at your prior neighborhood, did she have friends that she may have spent the night over?
no.
You indicated that there are approximately 6 children in the house.
Well, not now. When he asked me about the address,
Yes.
I lived at 2 houses, which is on the same street of Bedford.
Okay.
Okay, so the house that we lived in before, it was my children and my daughter's children.
Your daughter being Shannon,
No, Marquita.
Marquita.
Mhm.
Okay. And did Desire have any close relationship with any of these children particularly?
She was close with my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, yeah.
Which granddaughter is that?
Nazia, Janaya.
Okay.
All of their names are similar.
And Janaya is Shannon's,
Yes,
that would be Jarvis's daughter as well, correct?
correct.
And at your Bedford Street address, how many adults live there?
Just me and Shannon.
Okay. When did Shannon move in?
I'm sorry.
When did Shannon move in to Bedford?
Oh, I guess back in last October or something.
That would be October of 23.
Yeah,
So in January of 24, she was there, correct?
hmm
Sorry, is that a yes?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And you indicated that Desire participated in social media.
She did participate in social media. She was on social media a lot of times when she wasn't supposed to be.
So did you see her post or did you follow her post?
I didn't see her really posting anything. I mean, at times when I did check, I didn't find anything.
Okay.
And most of the time, if she did post something, my daughter's then would, let me know, if she posted something. Like,
So you don't know who her social media friends were?
the only person that I know that was one of her classmates that she would post little things with one of her little classmates.
Okay. But it's fair to say there are some things you did not know.
What's the classmate's name? Like we talking about friends, classmates, but nobody mentioned their names.
Yeah, well, something, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, you indicated that you drove Desire to school every day, correct?
Correct.
Who else went to school in Desire?
My other two children, Shannon's children.
Okay. And what type of student was Desire?
Nazar was a very good student, very mannerable, very outgoing. She got good grades. Her attendance was good. The teachers had no problem with her. They really liked Nazar. Nazar got along with just about anybody. She was very likable.
Did she have any disciplinary problems?
No,
Do you recall her ever getting into a fight?
she did.
One fight, more than one fight?
There was a young lady that she had couple of, consultations with in school. And it was like an ongoing situation.
Okay. And when did this first start?
I'm not quite sure when it started, but it was like off and on, with this particular schoolmate that she had.
And this is for her current school, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did Desire participate in any extracurricular activities? Was she on band or anything?
She liked it, gym, robotics, art. I mean, she liked a lot of things that she was, involved in,
And would any of these things cause her to have stayed after school?
The only time she stayed after school is when she wanted to be enrolled in the after-school program.
Just a moment. I just want to step back a moment. We asked you about her social media. You said there were some things that you weren't aware of on social media, correct? Did you ever check her direct messages?
Like I said, I did, but when I did, there was nothing on there.
There was nothing.
No.
Okay. Did you monitor any of her comments?
I wonder if she did like what Shannon did and saw the messages between Jarvis and Nazaya, if Annette saw him too, possibly, because she kind of hesitated a while to answer that question. But we don't know if that's a lie or a truth, though. But that's a possible lie if she did see him.
Conversations.
Yeah, I would, go check,
Okay.
But like I said, a lot of times, I took Nazaya's tablet, from her at one point, so.
And if she kept taking Nazaya's tablet off and on, she would have had to have seen some type of messages. Just my personal opinion. It's not something that can be verified or fact or anything, but I'm pretty sure if she saw like what Shannon saw after going through her tablet, she probably saw some things too, but just turned a blind eye just like Shannon did.
There was really nothing that I knew of that she was on unless she got somebody's cell phone or something,
Okay. So you did mention that she had a tablet. How many devices did she have that allowed her to connect to social media?
She only had that one tablet that I had bought her. And like I said, I took that tablet and.
She had a phone too, though, because the phone can connect to social media as well. And I believe it's 3 is the answer that he's looking for, because her tablet that she got from Annette, her cell phone that she got from her mother, and the school tablet. So that would consist of three different devices she was utilizing.
Put that tablet up.
So on January 9th, you took her to school, correct?
Correct.
And you said it was her and 2 of your other children that went to school?
My 2 other children and my daughter's children. I dropped them all off.
And you said that you noticed that she did not come home at her normal time.
Correct.
All right. You did not call the police then, correct?
No, driving around looking for her. My daughter, reached out to some of her classmates. I did, nothing. And that morning, I got up, and like I said, I went straight to the school. And from there, I was on my way to police station to make the report, and they called the police from there. DPS police came to the school.
So the first report you made to the police was the next morning.
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time?
School starts at 7:30, so I got there at 7:30. They got there about, I don't know, maybe 8.
So you didn't go to the precinct, you went to the school, and the school called the police.
Yes, they called the police because I was getting ready to leave, and the dean said, "No, stay here." She said, "And we'll call the police."
Okay.
She was never going to the actual police precinct. She was getting, she said, like she said, she was getting ready to leave, like she was getting ready to be about her day. That's what she meant.
Now, you mentioned that you are familiar with Mr. Butts, correct?
I know Mr. Butts.
Okay. And he dated your daughter Shannon, correct?
Correct.
They did have 5 children, correct?
Correct.
And the children, did all the children stay with you and Shannon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to give too much detail on the kids. What were the mix of the kids, boys and girls?
Can you repeat that?
What were the mix of the kids, boys and girls?
Well, I have a boy and girl, and Shannon has her 3 boys and her 2 girls.
So she had 3 boys and the 2 girls. Okay. And at any time, now I think you did indicate that Mr. Butts would come over and I think you said he would rarely come in, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But he would come in on occasion, correct?
Not really on occasions, because most of the time when he came in, he would pull up in my driveway, and my daughter would go out to the truck, and a lot of times the kids will go out to the truck. So it was very rare if he ever came in my house.
Okay. And you indicated that you were close with Nazai?
Yes.
Can you think of any reason that Nazai would not share information with you?
No. Nazira would come to me and talk to me all the time.
Okay.
If something was bothering her, or if she had a bad day in school, she'll come to me and we'll sit and talk about it. I always kept the door open for communication with Nazira and with really all of my children. So she always felt free, to come to me and sit down and talk to me about whatever.
So if something was frustrating.
No, that's a big fat lie. So we're up to about 7 lies. Six, 7 lies, yeah.
Bringing Nazai, she would come with you?
She would, that I know of, yes.
All right, if something was scaring Nazia, she would come to you.
If something was bothering her, or she was frustrated about something, she'll come to me and say, "Hey, Nana, can I talk to you?"
If there was any medical condition, she would come to you regarding that?
I believe she would, yes.
And you take her to the hospital, take her to the doctor?
Yes.
Just a moment.
Mhm.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Can you redirect?
Ms. Harris, I just have a couple more questions for you. When Mr. Riggins was asking you questions, you said that Mr. Butts would come and sit in his car, right, outside your house?
Yes,
And he said that the kids would go and out to the car.
yes.
Which kids would go out to the car?
His kids.
Would Neziah ever go with his kids out to the car?
If Shannon was out there, she would.
And Mr.
Why does that matter if Shannon was standing outside or not? The question was, did she go out there? But I guess why would she throw in Shannon was standing if she was out there standing with her or not? Why does Shannon need to be supervised out there?
Riggins also asked you about the tablet that you bought for Neziah. Do you
Yes.
remember those questions?
Yes.
And when, if you can remember, narrow that down, when did you buy that tablet for her?
I bought that tablet for her one Christmas. I think it was I think it was in 22 when I bought that tablet, at the end of 22 when I bought that tablet for her.
So December of 22.
Yeah, I think that when I bought that tablet.
So she would have had that tablet for roughly just over a year then, correct?
Correct. Mhm.
And did Neziah also have access to a cell phone?
The only cell phone she had access to was one of the cell phones when my oldest daughter came to visit me. She gave to Neziah, but she could only use it by Wi-Fi.
You said your oldest daughter, is that Neziah's?
And that's another thing I don't believe that she's lying about. Why would you give a child a phone in case of emergencies only to use in Wi-Fi? That doesn't. She's trying to basically say she can only use that phone for Wi-Fi purposes. I know she's not going to sit here and try to say or assume the fact that she does not have Wi-Fi inside the house, because that would be false. Having that many people, having that many kids in the house, you got to have at least some Wi-Fi to watch cartoons to the nowadays to like Comcast and all of that. But back to what she said, or how she testified to getting or Neziah having the phone. I don't buy that she got a phone that just works only on Wi-Fi purposes.
Mother. Yes.
Okay. And through what's your oldest daughter's name?
Kenya Harris.
Through Kenyatta Harris, Neziah got access to a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Mr. Reagan's also asked you about Neziah staying after school. You said that there was an after-school program she was involved in.
Yes.
On January 9th and in January of 24, was she still involved in that program?
No, I took her out of it because she was having problems with one of her schoolmates at that time. The same person that he asked me about before that she didn't get along with.
The same person Mr. Reagan's asked you.
Absolutely.
And so on the 9th, she was not supposed to stay after school, correct?
No, she was supposed to come straight home.
And that's funny because on the video that I did 2 days ago, Shannon testified that she thought she was in the after school program still. Or she said she wasn't, then she said she was. We now know that she was not, according to Annette.
And when she didn't come home, you said that you were driving around looking for her,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what efforts you made on the 9th to locate her?
When I went to the school to go pick my son and daughter up because they were also in the after school program, picked them up, went back to the house. I thought she was there, and when I got to the house and I found out that she wasn't there, I got back in the car and I went back up to the school. And by that time, nobody was there. Nobody was at the school. So now, I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm frustrated now.
And that's another lie. She didn't go looking for Neziah as well. So we're like 7, 8 lies. She didn't go looking for nobody after school or after she found out. because Shannon had to ask her what she should do. She said, no, don't call the police, just wait till tomorrow. What will be your reason for that if you went looking for her that day?
I'm going like, because whenever she wants to stay after school or do something, she would always call me. Well, hey, Nana, can I stay after school? Well, she would call one of her TTs, hey, TT, can I stay after school? So that wasn't like her. So I'm really frustrated now. So now I go back to the house and I'm talking to my daughter, Shannon.
I don't want to stop you right there because I don't want to go into what anybody else said.
Okay.
But you went back to the school. Nobody was at the school. You went back to the house. Ms. I is still not there, correct?
Correct.
Did you go back out looking for her after that?
I did.
Where did you go with her?
I was driving around in the neighborhood, everywhere. I'm just looking, just like hoping I'll see her,
Another lie, because nobody in the neighborhood even knew she was missing. They didn't get a knock on the door yet again, as I mentioned earlier, or they didn't get a flyer or anything. There was no sense of urgency on that block from what residents that stayed on that same block, not just the street, but the same block, has said.
We have one more, Judge? On the 9th, when you were looking for her, well, let me ask it this way. Did you know Nasiah to go to Mr. Butts' place of work to assist him with anything there?
Yes, there was a couple of times that she went with his daughter and they went up there to go clean up at his shop.
And how would they?
It wasn't a couple times. It was on a weekly basis. It was very often, very frequent.
Get there? If you remember.
He would come and pick them up.
And was that in that white truck that you talked about earlier?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And did you yourself know where Mr. Butts worked at?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know, where is that?
It was Frank's shop located on East Warren.
And is that the last place that you knew him to work? Or did you know him to work somewhere else?
I knew him to work there, and then the shop moved to a different location.
Look at Detective Shannon Jones, the lead investigator on the case. I'm just looking at her face and how Annette's testifying. Because she's been in the courtroom for every testimony there is. I got to wonder what she's thinking.
Did you know where that new location was?
Personally, no.
Okay. And did you ever, on the 9th, did you ever try and go to Mr. Butts' place of work to look for Nasiah?
On the 9th, no.
That would have been one of the first places I would have went to. I wouldn't even have to call. I would have just went up there, because if you're known that that's a frequent place for the kids, that would have been the first place I would have went to if she wasn't at home.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
So that concludes her testimony. And I got about, let's see. Seven to eight lies, one possible lie. So that's why I said 7 to 8. Not as many as Shannon did or had, but I might have missed. If you guys think I might have missed one, please do let me know. Let me know in the comment section if I might have missed one, and timestamp it as well, because I'm going to come back and update for both, just to tally up all the lies that we have so far, or what we think is lies for those two. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Have a good one. To the next video.